defense attaches. Defense attaches are basically posts in the embassies where the members of the armed forces, any armed forces, army, navy, air force, can be deployed in embassies of our country in other countries. The purpose is to enhance our strategic presence worldwide, to forge more and more strategic alliances with those countries where they are posted. If there is already an existing strategic alliance, the aim of the defense attache would be to deepen that alliance. These defense attaches are not new, and we have now started to do it. India has now started to do it, but it is an old post and also is eligible for, I would say, immunities which are granted to the diplomats all across the world according to the Vienna Convention. So let us look into this, that why it is in news, because India has begun to post defense attaches, a kind of a new post for India, but other countries had been practicing it to different countries all across the world. This is going to boost India's strategic presence all across the world. It will also enable India to establish strategic ties with many countries all across the world. Now, just a nutshell, with I've covered it earlier. What is strategic partnership or strategic alliance? Strategic partnership entails multiple dimensions of integration: economic, political, cultural, etc., etc. But most importantly and compulsorily, defense integration has to be there. Defense integration simply means we are having defense trade with each other, we are having exercises with each other, or intelligence sharing agreements with each other. Defense integration does not mean that if any country attacks us, that country with which we are having a strategic partnership will come and attack that country which has attacked us on our behalf. No, it does not mean that. It simply means we are having defense trade, we are having military exercises, intelligence sharing agreements, other kind of logistical agreements and all. That is what strategic presence or strategic partnership means. And India in the coming times aims to boost arms exports, because a lot of arms manufacturing clusters are coming up in the country right now. So these defense attaches will be a very crucial post in the time to come. India also needs to increase its strategic presence. India needs to forge these kind of partnerships with more and more countries so that India can increase its influence in the overall world. That is also going to be the role of these defense attaches. So that is going to be a post which is going to be in vogue very much in the times to come. Now about defense attache, it is a member of armed forces who serves in an embassy as a representative of his or her country's defense establishments abroad. Now, which branch of the armed forces does a DA belong to, defense attache belong to? Basically, he can belong to any arm. Basically, army, navy, air force. Okay. Covers personnel from all branches of the armed forces. Although some larger countries may appoint a DA to represent an individual service branch, such as an air force or naval attache. So, like let's suppose with a country with which we are forging or we are seeking to build naval partnership, or I would say in specifically in navy we are going to integrate with that country. So there we can send a naval officer as a defense attache. So it can be done, but from any of the services this defense attache can be. Now, what is the main job of a defense attache? It is to protect, develop and promote the defense interest of their country in the nation they are assigned, as well as in bilateral military and defense relations. Are DAs having diplomatic immunity like other diplomats are having according to the Vienna Convention? Yes, the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations of 1961 provides immunity to persons according to their rank in a diplomatic mission. It defines the legal status of the DA. This convention specifically talks about DA. So under the convention, DAs are considered members of the diplomatic staff, enjoying full immunity. So this is what it is. Now, the MCQ on this, consider the following statements and mark the correct one. Defense attache is a post in an embassy eligible for diplomatic immunity. The main job of defense attache is to promote the strategic interests of a country. Very simple question it is. Nothing, I would say, in this which is difficult or which has to be looked into carefully, and you can definitely answer it in a very straightforward manner. Now, with this, I've come to an end of today's session. I will be meeting you tomorrow now with more such informative news pieces. Till then, you guys very well know what to do. Keep studying, keep reading, keep writing, and most importantly, keep revising. Namaste. Jai Hind.